Good morning, good morning. It was rough waking up this morning. Oh baby, but I've got some white strips in, I've got under eye patches on. I washed my hair upside down in the tub because I'm cold and it's just one of those days where I couldn't submerge my body under freezing cold water. But the hair wash day still had to happen. The joy that enters my body when we come to New York and I get to experience the blackberry lemonade. We can't get this in Canada and it is the best flavor. And not only that, but for whatever reason, I have no idea, all of these were on sale for $1. They just, Gorilla Mind was like, LOL surprise, for this weekend only, they're $1 at Vitamin Shop, and Dan and I were like, say less, say less. Anyway, fun fact for you, these are the big boy cans that we don't actually have in Canada, and they have 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is certainly far too much for me to have first thing in the morning. So Dan and I split these, which is actually great. And for 50 cents each, oh, all this happiness, are you kidding me? That's great. So if you couldn't tell, our bags are packed, and that's because we're sadly headed out this morning. I feel like we never have enough time when we're here in New York. There's always so many things to see, people I'd love to see, things to do, but alas, we were here for a quick little turnaround for the program and hosting the first program recovery day, which was so fun. And I did it at Humming Puppy here in New York, which the name is hilarious. I love it so much. And they combined like really nice flow yoga with a sound bath, and it was amazing, and got to meet so many of the local fam doing the program, and we just had the most lovely day. It was so great. And I just did like a quick little recap on Instagram, but definitely not my most like fabulous venture in New York, but just really good day and quick trip dedicated to the program, and now we're headed out. But one of my favorite things to do in New York ever is to go for a morning walk, and we always love to stay kind of up close to Central Park so that we can do a little stroll. And this morning we're hoping to catch the sunrise and get some steps in before our flight. I threw a quick 5-minute face on because I was like, guys, I can't do this whole day with you like this. Actually, on this note, I was literally just saying this today, on the Wonder Skin lip stain. Lobby. Changed my life. Everyday, quickie 5-minute makeup. We were here on the weekend, Friday and Saturday, and it was so busy. Like, New York on a sunny weekend is crazy busy. But let me tell you, 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, not a soul to be seen, just the pigeons. Now the other caveat to that is that there's not much open at 7 a.m. on a Sunday, so we're actually just walking up to one hotel because it's right on the cusp of Central Park, which now I've realized I don't think we have much time to do our full stroll that we'd like, because I think we might have to leave earlier than we thought. But the restaurant at the one hotel is called Jams, and we've stayed there before, we've been there before. It's good breakfast, but it's one of the only things that's open at 7, so we're gonna go there and grab a quick brekkie, and it also gives us a nice walk there and back. As that walk made me so hungry. Also, I'm dripping in sweat. Oh my god. If you can see it, I'm like, it's my glow, thank you. You can't take me anywhere, it's really embarrassing, but I order a black coffee, and I always get an extra side of ice so that I may pour my protein milk into it. Alright, on our way to the airport. We just have to check out really quick. It's always a very sweaty business. Also, all hotels are made with carpets in the hallway, and when you're just, you know, when you're dragging, like, the pushy suitcases are great on a sweet, succulent, hard surface, but on a carpet, you're just, it literally full body sweat every time we check out of a hotel. It's hilarious. Okay, sad to leave. But on our way to a very, very sunny and warm Miami. Alright, we have arrived in Miami. We just checked into the one hotel, which is just looking exquisite. I need to really quickly give you a room tour before we defoul it with all of our belongings, but what a gorgeous day. It's literally so hot the next couple days that we're here for the Miami Open. Ah!
It's gonna be like 28 and 29 degrees, just like full on summer heat, baby. But I've been very lucky to say that I've stayed at this hotel once before, and it is divine. It's really a very special place, and I'm so happy to be back here. And the rooms are just massive. It's so different. It's such a different vibe from New York hotel rooms. New York hotel rooms are so small, and this is just like, this is an apartment. It's crazy. But let me show you the room real quick. So bags at the front needing to be put away. I love that they do this with the closets. That's so nice. Have a gorgeous bathroom. Look at that tub. I will be in you. The bubble bath. Got a gorgeous shower, the sweet throne room. Just look at it. Look at the light in here. It's really so nice. Not necessarily for filming, but just for your own enjoyment. It's delightful. Then you have the giant room. How beautiful. Look at this desk. You have a lounge area. You've got the gorgeous bed. Are you kidding me? So beautiful. And then this is our own little private terrace. Are you? Like, this is crazy. Crazy. Also, it just has to be said, because Dan and I love to like imagine what our dream hotel stay would be, and we've just come to realize, because it was the same at our other hotel. When hotels have automatic lighting under the bed, like motion sensor lighting, that is the worst. It is actual cruelty to not be able to turn it off. And I can't confirm yet if this one is not able, or if this one is able to be turned off. I vaguely recall this being the same. And it was the same in a hotel we stayed at when we were in Australia too, where it's just untouchable motion lights under the bed. So then if you're sleeping with your partner and they get up in the middle of the night to go pee, and then the lights blast on, and if you're like me and you're a very sensitive sleeper, you're like, ah! It's basically like someone shining a flashlight into your face. So that's just a random little thing, hotel review, if you will. I could just keep that to myself, but just in case you wanted to know, I really hope that that isn't the case here, because I don't remember in this moment. But anyway, that's the gorgeous room. This hotel is insane. The gym is even more insane, so I'm really excited to be hitting that up tomorrow. But before we do anything else, it is time for us to go get a snack, because I am hungry. Okay guys, snacks acquired. I just finished my coffee. This is my empty cup. But you know, it's hot and the ice is melting, and it still tastes good to drink the melted little ice bits. Yeah. So I need to get ready for a little night out. First night in Miami. But I owe you guys a little bit of a haul, because I didn't vlog in New York and we did some shopping. Just a quick little stop. We went to Sephora and Ulta, and I picked up some products that you have suggested, and then some things that I've been seeing around the interweb. So I'm just gonna show you my haul. So first of all, at Ulta, I thought this would be perfect for this. The Vacation Chardonnay Sunscreen Lip Oil. I've used almost all of the Vacation products. I think they're so great. And honestly, because we're gonna be having some longer hot days here, I actually thought this would be great. I've tried a few different like SPF products in the past, but because I'm just loving like a lip stain and a lip oil or gloss on top, I thought that would be perfect. So I'll be testing that out this week while we're here and see if it... Oh, it smells so good. I don't know why I thought it was gonna smell like sunscreen, but how cute. Oh, I just love their packaging. It's so good. Then I picked up my Orbella Eternal Roots. If you saw this last week, I posted my campaign with Orbella, and we did actually like a little spring carousel for Salted Muse, which is my other favorite scent. But I had used up, like I posted this in my beauty empties a few weeks ago. The Eternal Roots is crazy. Like I couldn't pick a favorite between the two. They are so different. Salted Muse is like very salty, summery. It's a little bit fresh, and you know, it's its own thing. And then this is like kind of deep and still sweet, but there's a little bit of like cologne and warmth, and oh, I have the worst descriptive words ever, but I picked this up. I picked up the 50 ml, not the 100 ml, because I have the 100 ml of my Salted Muse, but I actually prefer the smaller bottle just for my own travel. I can still put that in my like skincare bag and bring it along with me, so I got the 50 ml, but yeah, like I can't be without it. It's so good. I went through that last bottle so quickly this winter. It's just amazing. Then, just continuing on our little pale olive discussion, our fair skin train, so many of you recommended the Natasha Denona products, and I tried to pick this up on my last trip. It was all sold out in Palm Springs, and I found it at Ulta. So I got the High Glam Foundation, Hydrating and Blurring Longwear Radiant Serum Foundation in the shade Y1, and then I also got the High Glam Concealer Y1. And I have to say, I actually had to go to 2 different Ultas in New York for this. It is a hot commodity. So I'm really excited to try that. I've heard great things. And then I also picked up the About Face F1 Olive Concealer, and I didn't get the foundation. So hopefully the concealer will suffice. It looked like a beautiful shade, but we have these to try. So I'm gonna put that on tonight. And then just like randomly, I thought I would show you guys this, but I picked up this little mini slick back brush, and I actually thought this would be great for when I have a slick bun, pony, what have you, and I'm going out. Oftentimes my little baby hairs do become unstuck, and so to have this in my purse, I just literally picked that up in the little travel aisle of doom before the checkout and thought it was so cute. Just a little brush to be able to touch those up on the go. You could do like a toothbrush or anything, but honestly that was like so mini and perfect for purse size, so I thought that was great. Very cute. And then at Sephora, I picked up some more skin stuff. Very exciting. I've been hearing everybody and their mother on the internet talking about the Sophie Pavitt face products, and not that I need more skincare. I've been using a lot of new products, a lot of different products, and kind of switching up my routine quite a bit. My skin's been a little bit angry. I think that's just from like travel and my own personal stress, to be honest, but I was just so curious, and these are very much acne centered, and so when I am getting my hormonal breakouts and stuff, I'm like, I feel like this would be great. I'm excited to try. So I got the Mandelic Clearing Serum and also the Reset Acne Treatment Mask. Everybody's been talking about these. I saw the Anna Estee, like everybody. It's all over my TikTok. I just wanted to pick those up, so excited to try those. And then another pale gal recommendation. You guys had said, please try the Herborian CC Red Correct Color Correcting Cream. Neutralizes redness and soothes. So I picked this up, and this was at Sephora in the US. I didn't realize. Honestly, I haven't seen this in a long time. In Canada, I'm sure it's available at Shoppers or something. But also on that note, you guys also kindly let me know that About Face is available on Shoppers online. Who knew? You guys keep me in the loop. So that's my little haul. Little. That was a Matt dropping some coin. But I thought we could test some out tonight. Just do our makeup really with this, and then I'll give you a little update when I get back from dinner tonight. And then I'm gonna swiftly put my tan on because I want my tan for the rest of the festivities this week. Oh, that did say shake before use. I'm sorry. I'll redo that. I grabbed the Scary Evil, like zoomed in magnifying mirror from the bathroom, so we'll really be able to see how this goes onto the face. I'm gonna apply it the same as I normally would with my beloved IT Cosmetics number 7 brush. Oh, okay, very pigmented. Honestly, the shade match does look divine. I've got my little beauty blender on hand too. I feel like this is gonna need some blending in because holy crap, that's pigmented. Lots of coverage there. So we can use the brush to kind of shear it out a little bit. Hopefully you guys can tell the difference in the camera. That's crazy. Ooh, I need to shave my face. I am sorry, I left my brows on and also my mascara because I didn't want to wash my full face. Oh. Sometimes doing my makeup twice in a day just seems so daunting, but I really wanted to try this, so I did wipe everything else off. Okay, I for sure could have used 1 pump. Oh. I'm just throwing that on the couch in the background. Look how pretty they just delivered flowers to the room. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. That's insane. I do forget what I was saying now, sorry. But anyway, guys, so far so good. This is looking great. It's not settling into any patches. It's blending in so beautifully. I would actually like to try this alone. I do think that the Beauty Blender is very necessary though. It didn't blend in so nicely with just the brush. I do think it needs to be like pushed in, you know? If I were to have just used the Beauty Blender, I think that would have just absorbed all the product. So a little mix of both seems nice, but yeah, excited to see how that wears. The High Glam Foundation, at last. We're trying it, I'm excited. Then I packed my Noose Fig Fog blush. Oh, it's so pretty. A little bit also goes a very long way with this, and I'm just going to apply that. It kind of looks like nothing. It looks a little bit gray and nothing when you blend it out on the hand, and then once you put it on the skin, it just turns into this gorgeous, uber supernatural soft pink flush. I think it's so pretty and it's so light. And it's kind of impossible to go heavy-handed with it, which I think is really nice. And lately I'm a little bit torn actually on this like kind of pale train. I'm torn because normally with my blush I kind of apply it all over and I bring it up like onto my forehead and I put it onto my eyes. But as I'm sitting here in my pale, I find that that doesn't work as well. I kind of feel like you just really see the color on the forehead when I do that. So I've really just been keeping it on the cheeks and focusing like my highlighter kind of on the rest of the spots on the face, but just really hugging the blush here on the apples of the cheeks. And I find that that's been quite nice. Also, I really need to change my shirt. I'm disappearing in this shirt right now. I just still don't know what I'm wearing. I don't know what to wear. You know, it's just one of those moments where I'm like, it's so hot outside. But what shall I wear? I don't know. I do think actually doing your makeup in a magnifying mirror is really bad. I'm looking at it and I'm like, is this what I look like? This is terrible. But I feel like it's not that bad. I'm just because I'm looking in this mirror, so I feel like I need to look away from it right now. Let's do some eyes. I packed the Sarah Creel taupe eyeliner, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, just along the lashes, and just blend that in with a brush. I'm being really messy with it, as per always, because I just love a little lived-in look. I just always think that's the most flattering, and it gives a really soft, light vibe. No harsh lines in sight. One thing that I've been thinking about on this whole color train is kind of the lack of availability of colors. You know, we talk so much about like determining your seasons and determining which colors look the best and make you look the most alive, and often kind of refer to your like celebrity lookalikes for their outfits and inspiration and what colors look best on them. And it's interesting because what I've been finding with like the pale colors, the more kind of desaturated, softer tones, like a softer blue, a softer green, these like really light, soft shades of clothing are really actually hard to find. And I've been trying to do deep dives and trying to look at some of the other celebrities who like really embrace the fair side of life. And oh my gosh, Sophie Turner had this look recently, a red carpet look, and it was just magical. And then Emma Stone in her yellow Louis Vuitton look on the red carpet, just incredible. Actually, on that note, I just wanted to say that I think Emily Blunt is kind of my gal. I do think she's my gal. A lot of people say that that's my celebrity lookalike, which I say, thank you, bless you. But I think she's kind of like in a similar shade realm to me. And she's also someone who like embraces her fair skin, but you know, for a red carpet also isn't scared of a spray tan. And that's how I feel, right? Where it's just like a special occasion, you would just want to have that summer glow, and there's nothing wrong with it. Get that spray tan, girl, do the fake tan. I feel like she is someone who really embraces both sides of life. Yeah, but I feel like we share a lot of similar colors, so I've been looking at a lot of her outfits and whatnot. But something that's been really hard to find are just these colors. These colors kind of don't exist in a more affordable fashion sense. Like a lot of these very specific, very gorgeous, like cool tone, desaturated, soft shades of life seem to be really present in the designer clothing realm and nowhere else. I think Zara has some options sometimes where they have those really beautiful kind of silky sheer pieces and beautiful tops and kind of flowy skirts that are all in these really soft hues, but otherwise, it's very hard to find. There's kind of this palette, this general palette that is seemingly shared amongst all of the more kind of accessible brands. And the same goes with makeup, as we've now discovered. Like so many brands that come out with lip products and cheek products, these color products, kind of all fall in line with the same palette. It's like, you got the same 5 pinks. Every time I see a new brand launch, they show their little swatches of lipsticks and swatches of cheeks, and I'm like, it is all the same, and it's all in that kind of like medium tone realm. You know, across the board, generally speaking, for the most part, like those exterior kind of extremes of like super light and super dark options are just so hard to find. And then the same with clothing, like having really beautiful, kind of super bright, really pigmented, gorgeous colors is so hard to find in clothing. Also really hard to maintain with washing. And then on the flip side, like finding those super soft kind of pastels, like nowhere to be found. I've been scrubbing like Vestiaire and the RealReal, trying to find some older options, some less expensive designer options, and seeing what I can find. And it's hard. I'm curious to know, for anyone who's kind of understanding what I'm trying to say here, do you have any specific brands or perhaps some lesser known brands or some local brands that you're aware of that do some more kind of unique, really pretty palettes? Because it is otherwise impossible to find, and I want nothing more than to like shop my season and my color palettes, but finding some really gorgeous, like stunning greens and some really nice soft yellows and blues, like it's hard. And then if you find something, you're like, oh, it's $1,200 for a shirt, thank you. I shall not be buying you. Anyway, I'm leaping. I'm going away from the makeup, but I just used the Charlotte Tilbury Sophisticate, which is actually a little bit warm. I packed that to test it out and confirmed that it is a little bit warm on top of that. And I didn't need to go that warm, but it's okay. We'll survive. Oh, I was about to use my Tower 28. Nope, sorry. Natasha Denona, we gotta test the concealer. I also really like this packaging. You look at it and you think, yeah, that looks like a concealer. That makes sense. Also has that lovely little greeny hue. I'm a little bit scared. If it's as pigmented as the foundation, then I certainly don't need a lot of this. But I'm just gonna apply it as I normally would and see how it blends out. I keep getting a lot of questions about this beautiful little brush that I've been posting a lot, and I apologize because I definitely have had it for some time and I do use it every single time I do my makeup now, but it is a prototype. It is a brush that doesn't exist yet from Rephr, and I just love Rephr brushes. And I use so many of them. They're beautiful quality. They're from Canada, made in Japan. Beautiful, beautiful brushes. And this is a concealer brush that I hope that they do end up coming out with because it's perfect. It's perfect! But every time I post like a little reel or show it in a YouTube video, everyone's like, excuse me, where's that brush from? Like, I'm so sorry. So sorry, it doesn't exist yet. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We gotta all let Tom at Rephr know. We want this brush. This concealer is beautiful. Wow, it's really, like, it's very thick. Very, very thick. But I think the color is really nice. I feel like this is the first time that I've really like applied a concealer, and you know when you watch, okay, actually this is the moment. When Mary Phillips was teasing and building up her brand, you know, for months and months and months before she ever announced it. She was obviously using it on herself in videos and on clients and whatnot, and every time she put that like really light concealer under her eyes, I'm like, what is this concealer? It looks like the perfect neutral shade. And then when I got the palette, obviously it was just too dark for me. It was too deep. This is that feeling. I'm getting that feeling with this concealer where I put it on and I'm like, oh, that's that neutral brightness that seems to be so hard for us to find. Wow, you guys. Perfect. Much more neutral, much more on that like creamy ivory side versus the Tower 28, which is like very green. If you guys can see the difference. Both very pretty. It's not pulling too pink either. Really nice, you guys. Exciting. So we have the Lisa Eldridge tint for very light natural makeup. This, knock on wood, here's some wood, seems to be a fabulous, more full coverage option. It's a little bit more matte. It's like a soft natural matte, whereas like my House Labs foundation is one of my favorites because it still maintains that like really natural glowy dewy finish. So this one's like, I mean, high glam indeed. It's well named because that's the feeling it gives me, where it's like, you have been glamorized. Thank you. This is full coverage indeed. It was so dark in our room the last few days in New York. I forgot what a sunny hotel room felt like. But that's okay, we're just chatting, guys. We're just hanging out, playing with makeup. Highlighter, Victoria Beckham Pearl. I also haven't done my nails. Oh my gosh, my nails are in such a state. Oh, I need to deal with this immediately. It's so crazy to look in my little handheld mirror here and be like, wow, this makeup looks phenomenal. And then to look in the magnifying glass and it's like, ooh, oh, I could see my neck hair. You know, I'm just gonna put that away. I'm putting that away. We're gonna stick to this. But what do you guys think? How does the base look in the camera? Because it's looking pretty freaking phenomenal, if I do say so myself. Let's jump to the lips. I got a PR package in right before I left. I just threw it in my bag to go because Katie Jane Hughes launched new lipsticks, the KJH brand. These are the Prism Light Lip Crayons. And there's one shade in particular that I think looks phenomenal, and I'm excited to swatch these, hoping that one will be perfect and cool. Packaging is so cute. Speaking of like gorgeous desaturated colors, like that's what KJH brand is doing with her branding colors. So good. Like if I could find these colors in clothing, it'd be so good. Oh yeah, this looks fantastic. Gorgeous. This one's in the shade Enigma. So pretty. Oh, I think it might be Phantom. This is the shade Phantom. Gorgeous. The other one is quite warm, so I'm just gonna swatch that one later, but I wanted to see how this one looked. Yeah. Ooh. Illusion. Okay, Enigma, Phantom, Illusion. Beautiful. Oh, that's the one that's got the really nice shimmer. But I think Phantom's the one I want to go for. Let's put it on and see how it looks. Love the packaging. Love that it's a twist up crayon. So brilliant and easy for on the go. Honestly, that's way more cool tone than I thought it was going to be. I want this on my eyes right now. I'm sure she probably meant for this to be used like with her sculpture stilos. So let me just put a little bit of etch on top of that. It's such a 90s vibe, this color. I love it. It's got the sheen. Very cool. I think Enigma is probably going to be my favorite shade, actually. Just that really soft, cool pink. I'll decide what I'm wearing tonight, and then if I need to change my lip, I'll change it. But I just really wanted to show you guys that on. Love a good lip crayon. So pretty and really unique colors. Truly, this is what we're missing. Love to see it. Just bring a little coolness back to my face. I'm going to dip my fingers into the Lancome Celestial Spark. Just that silvery shimmer. And I'm just going to put that on top just to tone down some of this warmth that I put onto my eyes. Add a little bit of sparkle. So pretty. Oh, this shadow's so, so, so pretty. And I'll touch up my mascara too. The Lancome Hypnose Mascara, Avi. Okay. And that's the finished makeup look, you guys. One thing that I've also been noticing on the Fair Train is it's so much quicker to do my makeup because I've actually been using less products. Like my daily little makeup that I've been wearing, just with my little Lisa Skin Tint, a little blush, highlight. Like it just feels like I've been doing my makeup so much faster. Like it's literally a 5-minute makeup look over and over and over again. And it's because when you apply products onto very, very fair skin, like you see everything. So you really have to be intentional with like what you're putting on your face and also how much of it. So I find myself using way less product, like in the amount that's going on my face, but also way less products. Like it's just been, you know, kind of trimming the fat on what I'm using, which has been really nice. And I feel like my makeup's just been super fresh, looking super natural. But I've just been, yeah, it's been really fun. And I know I've been talking about it a lot, and a few of you are like, please just vlog. We've been talking enough about this, but I feel like also at the same time we haven't been talking enough about it. And Lisa Eldridge actually posted up a follow-up video. She posted a part 2 of the olive discussion, which was super awesome. And I love that she's going really in depth with it too, because it applies to so many, like it's such a spectrum. There's so many people who are falling into this like anomaly of a shade where so many makeup products have been either literally pink or yellow and nothing in between. And it's kind of bizarre because I feel like almost everybody exists on a spectrum of colors in our face, and not many people are probably like pure pink or pure yellow as so many of these base products would suggest. So it's been a fabulous learning, and again, it's just been applying to so many different parts, and there's so many different products that are coming out and that we're trying, and it's just been so fun. I feel like this has been bringing some new life into the beauty space, and it's been so fun playing with it. And yeah, thank you for putting up with me, and for everyone who's enjoying also the actual products themselves. For those of you who are in the same boat as me, I'm so happy seeing you finding products that are finally working for you too, because it's like literally changing the game for us beauty wise. So those are some products I picked up. That's my look. I'm gonna go figure out my hair and decide what I'm wearing, and I'll show you the final look. Alrighty, here's the look. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm fighting my fare right now. I'm struggling with the outfit because some of the things I packed with a tan in mind. I just did. We're there with the makeup, not quite there with the clothes. So I'm trying to channel my inner confidence, okay? We are confident. Anyway, here's a dish top, fabric jeans, a little Dior bag, and that's the outfit for tonight. I'm gonna show you later when I get back how the makeup wears, but this is it. I just left it as is. Sticking with the phantom lip. Gonna head for dinner, and I'll see you when I'm back. I just got back from dinner, and we had a fabulous feast at Carbone here in Miami. I need to give you a little update on the face. I'm looking a little dry. Honestly, I'm pretty dry, but I have been dry for the last little while. But all things considered, the skin's looking great. I've got to say, I'm going to keep playing with this. This is the first impression, the first little wear test, but this is now 5 hours later. So not a full day, but usually when I'm wearing my very light coverage, very dewy things, I can look a lot less glam than this. And I have to say I'm impressed. So that's my little first impression on the tippity top. That was the top recommendation from you guys, the Natasha Denona duo. So here's what it's looking like later. And that was my look, and we're here in Miami for the next couple days. So I'm gonna be bringing you along and show you everything that we're getting up to while we're here. Okay, thanks for watching everybody, and see you so soon for a new video. Bye!